Hello guys, my name is Annie and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. Today I'm going to be showing you guys all the steps and the process that my mom and I did to remodel our piano. So this was an activity that we decided to do while we were in isolation, aka in quarantine, because we also had, if you guys didn't know or hadn't seen my last few videos, I had gotten COVID and we were tired, so this was a wonderful idea that my mom had and that we decided to do because we were home alone, pretty much bored. So enjoy this process of us remodeling our piano from an old rusty brownish color to a beautiful coastal blue. So first step was to sand down the piano. We got some medium sandpaper at Lowe's and we just sanded it all down and used a multi-purpose cleaner to make sure that there was no dust, debris, and no spider webs, like nothing like nasty on the surface of the piano. This was the paint that we used. It was the chalk paint, and we found this paint at Walmart. The reason we chose this paint is because we did want it to have that bluish chalky paint, and after we had done much research, it was the best piano paint that we had seen. Like, multiple people use them. These paintbrushes we found at Walmart, but to be honest, I'm not really gonna recommend them because they fell apart halfway through the process. On day 2 of painting, they the bristles were just falling off, so we just decided to just use the rollers. So here we are just painting the whole body, not doing much detail work, but just trying to get a nice all over clean surface. And the first part we did the whole piano with the piano lid and everything closed, and then afterwards we go in with some more detailing and open the piano. Here you can see that I'm doing the detailing and the wood that is near the keys and all of that. That was really tricky, so I did use this kind of fan brush to be able to get to those hard pieces. So I used the fan brush and did this throughout the whole thing. It was a little time consuming, but then we got through it. Here we are painting the sides of the piano. We are painting the inside. We're holding it up with a wooden spoon. So here we are making sure that everything's drying. Then this top-notch paint we found at Jones. It was near the acrylic paints, and this is a method called dry brush, and it's just that you have to get your paintbrush really dry, just the tiniest of paint. Then you just kind of brush it on the surface, and it creates this really nice glimmering effect. Then we found these stencils at Joann's too. Then we did the same design, but we used kind of a more puffier brush and circled brush, and we just kind of just rubbed it on, and that also gave us a very old and rustic pattern. We were also painting the stand where the music goes, and the pedals, we were also painting them. Here you can see that we are also using the dry brush method I was talking to you guys about to be able to paint the chair, the piano chair. And so here you can see that you got just a bit of paint, then you try to take off as much as possible. You want your brush to be as dry as possible, so you just try to take it as much paint off. And then here you can see that then we grab the stencil, and that's pretty much it takes for almost the whole thing. You don't really need to re-dip it much, and then you just grab it, line up your stencil and just dab it on like that, and try to just brush along using this technique, and it gives you a very rustic look. and not really like that fresh, but it kind of makes it look like really nice. So we're just doing it all around, and then when you show it, it looks like that, and it looks kind of worn down a bit, and that's kind of what it looks like. Something that we did learn throughout this whole process is to make sure that while you're painting, don't put anything on top of the chalk paint, because it will absorb like any moisture or anything and kind of make an imprint. So make sure not to put like anything on top of the piano. Here we are painting the legs that have like that brassy color. We're painting them this silver. That's just like a nail that was like poking out. Remember to always clean your surface before actually like going and doing it, because you want it to like have a clean surface. This was a paint that we found at Lowe's. It's the mini wax paint, the mini wax, and it's a hard wax. It's not like liquid or anything. It's hard. And then with just an old sock, we grabbed it and just put it on. When you first put it on, it makes it look kind of dark, but then it lightens up after the days. You have to do this process like 3 times, but you have to like wait like 3 weeks between each time to like completely seal in all of the paint, because then since it is chalk paint, it's gonna get like dusty, and like if you sit on it, it's gonna like rub on you. So here we are just making sure that everything is getting like cured and sealed into the wood. Making sure to spread it evenly as much as possible. Not doing it too hard, but not doing it too light either. Trying to just do it all the same way. Not like going in many different directions. Here, this is where we were trying to pick out a handle for the piano, because it had like these old little brass balls that we didn't really like, so we decided to change it up, and this is the one that we actually decided to get. It was the silver one that kind of have like nice design around it. This was the one. So then it comes with 2 different screws, so when you go and put it in, like depending on the width of the thing, of like the width of the thing you're putting it into, you use the different ones. We used the smallest one since it's not that much. So we were just putting it in, put the nail through the bottom, but the design through the top, really self-explanatory, but that is the process that we were doing. Make sure to get it on nice, and it gives a really nice touch to like the end of it. I don't know if you guys can really see, but we also did that like dry stroke pattern at the bottom of the piano, like at the base. This is the stand that we were showing at the beginning. We bought like this foam for it at Joann's too, and we just put it at the bottom because it had like a really old one. And this is accidentally, my mom had dropped the phone, and it was funny because she had like lost the phone. Keep in mind that you might think that we might be wearing masks because it has like a strong smell or anything. No, it does not have a strong smell at all. It was just the reason that since Mom and I had COVID, we didn't like want anybody else in the house to get it, so we were keeping like safe. So this is it. We're just painting. This is the end of how the bench looked after we finished it completely. It had a really nice like finish to it. And this is how the piano ended. It had a really nice, it was a really nice project. I really enjoyed doing it. I think it ended up being very pretty compared to how it was before. It ended up being very pretty, and to this day everything has still held up, and everything is like just fine, and it is very nice, and I'm really thankful that we did it. It really changed like the life of this piano. So Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have an awesome day, an awesome week, and I hope you guys enjoyed this project. Let me know in the comments down below what you think and if this helped you at all. Thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe.